Okay, so on to auxiliary or aux sends. This or any other input channel goes through to the main fader and then out to the main amps and speakers. But this or any other input here can also go other places too. In this mixer, we have 4 aux sends that can send differing amounts of this channel off to someplace else. On here, on the outputs here, we have these aux outs, aux sends right here. These correspond to these knobs right here. So if I was to bring this up here, then this would siphon off some of input channel 1 out of this guy right here. If I was to turn aux 2 around, then this would be sending off some of this out of this output. So each aux send here sends a differing amount of whatever's coming down this channel here out of this aux 1 here. So let's imagine I've just labeled it down here as this is going to be the vocal monitor. So in other words, we've connected this output here of aux 1, and this is going out to our monitor that feeds the monitor on stage that our vocalist can hear. And likewise, the second one here is going onto our stage to our drum monitor. So you can see that these two guys are being connected to our monitors on stage, our vocal monitor and our drum monitor. Now I've cheated up here a little bit. This is our channel strip labeling everything that's coming into these channels. It's normally at the bottom of the screen, but I just scooched it up here so that we can kind of see this cross matrix thing is going on here. So imagine we have our monitor mixers set up here with our vocals on 1, drums on 2. Now, if the drummer wanted more guitar in his mix, then I just follow along here and say, okay, in guitar, the drummer wants more of that into his mix. So you'd bring that up here, and now this guitar is going out of aux 2, which is feeding our drum mix here. What about if the vocal maybe wanted a little kick, snare, and hi-hat? Then you go along here, kick, snare, and hi-hat, and you'd boost that up here, and maybe the vocalist said, I need a little bit more hi-hat and a little less kick. Then you'd do a little more hi-hat and a little less kick. So you just go to the channels and send a little of them down either aux 1 to the vocalist monitor mix or aux 2 to the drummer's monitor mix.